here on the eve of their 1-year anniversary of the Crow's Nest Cafe, co-owner and head chef Dave Crowe Gary and co-owner Tom Crowe Gary. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
1 year. It really is, it's an accomplishment to be in business, particularly a restaurant for a year.
Yeah, it is. We've been really busy. We've had lots of ups and downs. We've learned a lot. I've been in this business for probably about close to 40 years, and there was still a lot to learn opening up a brand new restaurant.
It's every chef's dream to own their own restaurant.
Yeah.
But you've been a chef or been in the restaurant business your whole life.
Yep.
So what was the impetus to pull the trigger and jump in and open your own restaurant?
Well, I was working as a chef at Boss Cider in Leslie, and everything was going perfectly well there. Loved the people. Still in contact with them today. In fact, they helped us out last week when our sandwich station died, and they had an extra one laying around in their garage, and they brought it down to me.
The people in Leslie.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook page.
But I just was up one morning and I was going through Facebook and I saw a post from a friend that the location was coming available. There was a barbecue place there and they were moving out. And so I called her up and asked her if she was in charge of finding somebody to lease it. And she said no, but I'll put you in contact with the owner. So we called him up. I talked to him for about 10 minutes on the phone, made an appointment to go out the next day, and we came back home, talked about it, and said, let's do it. And so here we are, a year later.
He told me, let's go for a drive, and that's all I was told.
So you're not a chef, you don't have a restaurant background.
Nope. No, I'm an Army veteran. I'm the, as Dave puts it, the face to greet the customers. I'm Mr. Hello and smiles and shake your hand, shake a baby, whatever. And I come in and basically take care of our front end.
Front of the house, the back of the house.
Yep.
Correct.
You brought some photos, and we're going to take a look at some of the food that you've become famous for in just this year. Breakfast and lunch. Tell us a little bit about the items.
Well, that there is the steak and egg bagel breakfast sandwich.
On an everything bagel.
Yeah. And our bagels are shipped in from New York City. So they're authentic bagels straight from New York in the Bronx. And they come to us about once every week we get a shipment, it seems like. So we sell a lot of bagels.
Yeah, I saw on your menu you offer the everything bagel
And a plain bagel. And that is our chicken salad sandwich on a croissant.
This is one of our patrons or our customers' favorites.
So what's your chicken salad? What makes your chicken salad?
What makes it?
Yeah. What are the ingredients? Is it a sweet chicken salad?
It's got a little sweetness to it. It does have cranberries, dried cranberries, that gives it sweetness. It's savory too as well. But everything that I make it with extra love. And I do.
This looks good. What is this?
This is our Mac Daddy salad. It's basically a deconstructed Big Mac sandwich. It's got, a 1/3 pound hamburger patty on it, and we use coarse ground chuck from A&A. We try to do as much local stuff as we can, and we love A&A meats. And it's got romaine, cheddar cheese, onions, pickles, and croutons.
Looks good.
Oh, this is our infamous hot sauce wall.
So you like spice?
I do. I love spicy. I love spicy that makes you sweat.
Wow.
We have over 85 varieties of different hot sauces, from the bottom being mild to the top being, ouch, that's going to hurt on the way out.
So you use the sauces in your recipes, or do people ask them as condiments, or what?
Yeah, as condiments. If somebody wants hot sauce, we just
the
point to the
self-serve.
wall.
Yeah.
Say, go help yourself.
Not just chalupa, but everything.
Well, and sometimes customers will bring us in hot sauces. We have one from Hawaii.
A couple from North Carolina, Florida, all over the place.
We like the more unique ones, not just the ones you can buy at Meijer.
I like spicy too.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw some food photos, but you're a family, and we've got some pictures that you brought along. Is this the crew?
It is.
Easter time, or this was Easter Sunday. We decided we were going to be a little goofy and dress up as bunnies. So Playboy, eat your heart out.
Yeah, and we talked about your location. It's on M50 in Napoleon at
Yes.
the old airport, or at the airport.
Correct.
It's not the old. There's still planes that come in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Skydivers and everything.
Oh, that's right. Skydive Tecumseh's there.
In fact, we have a little counter. You can see it right there in that picture. If you sit at that counter, you can watch the skydivers fall from the sky.
So the mayor is the mayor.
That's
Yeah, it
the
is the
mayor.
mayor,
The mayor
yes.
came
He
in.
finally came in.
The mayor left quite a mess. It looks like. Can someone bust the mayor's table, please?
But he had a good meal.
Did he give you a seal of approval?
He did.
Oh, yes. He said he was going home to take a nap. So
Okay.
that's the best compliment
Yeah.
we can get.
And you mentioned you're a veteran,
Yes, sir.
so you had, I think, some service people come in
Yep.
to see you.
This was the Army National Guard out of, Grand Ledge. And they've come to see us twice. The first time, we kind of snaked them from another restaurant. I ran out there with menus and said, "Oh, we're veteran owned. You need to come here and we'll feed you really well."
Good thinking.
And that was the first time. And then they came back a second time. So we were thrilled and honored to have my brothers and sisters in uniform dine with us.
So they flew down from Grand Ledge just to go to your restaurant?
The
Or-
second time,
The
yes.
second time.
Yes.
So they came down and they were going to go to a different restaurant.
Hmm. And I ran out to the field with menus in hand, and I said, no, you need to eat here.
Well, because you're right there. I mean,
Yeah.
Right there.
And they didn't know, so we cut them off at the path.
And local. So being veteran owned, local in your, as you talked about A&A market, and you like to support local providers.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we go to local restaurants as well. We have a hashtag anytime on social media that we go out. It's Crow's Nest Cafe Invades. Last night we went to the Dirty Bird, and we were celebrating our 1-year anniversary online. So we like to show love where it's warranted.
I saw your social media post this week. You said you're going to invade this show.
Yes, sir.
Here we are.
And here you are. Breakfast and lunch. How many days a week?
6 days a week. We're only closed on Tuesdays.
Okay. And what are your hours?
6:30 in the morning till 3 p.m. Last order needs to be in the kitchen by 2:45.
Oh, and he's very prompt about that.
And if you ran out of food the other day.
That's happened more than once, actually.
That's a good problem to have.
It is. And the issue we have is that we're such a small space and we only have refrigerators and freezers. We can only keep so much on hand.
Mhm.
And then when we get a big crowd that seems to come in, we start to run out of certain things. And I'd rather shut down than not give the customer what they came in for.
So if you're running out of food, then everything's always fresh.
Yeah.
And one thing's for sure, the people of Napoleon and surrounding areas, they love their meat and potatoes. And we do over 200 pounds of potatoes, hand grated, for our hash browns every week.
So yeah, I was looking at your menu and it said something like hand shredded hash browns. Is that
Yep.
right?
That's
It
correct.
is.
So how do you do that?
With a little box grater like you have at home.
Oh,
We don't use a food processor or no machine. If you use a food processor, the potatoes get all gummy. And so we have to do them one potato at a time, right by hand, just
it's a
like
lot
that.
of work.
Oh yeah.
So what would you say if someone has never been there and they're going to go, let's do both, breakfast and lunch, never been, they're coming to breakfast, what one thing would you highly recommend?
Well, for breakfast, we highly recommend our biscuits and sausage gravy. People that even come in and say they don't like biscuits and gravy, they try ours and they're in love with it.
Who doesn't like biscuits and gravy?
I know.
We don't know.
That's
It was
crazy.
featured on Access Hollywood through one of the skydivers next door. She does McKenna. She does crazy antics in the air, eating meals, and she showcased eating our biscuits and gravy and an omelet. And we heard on TV that we were the lovely little couple next to the airport with the hot food, and I said that was good enough for me.
Sounds like an endorsement to me. All right, now lunchtime. You've never been. You want to try something? Your recommendation would be
The Reuben.
Reuben.
the Reuben.
Yes. I smoked the corned beef myself, and it takes about 12 hours to smoke it, and then we roast it in the oven to finish it off. Slice it by hand.
Melts in your mouth.
Yep. It's not that thin shaved stuff like you get at a deli.
And corned beef
The
hash.
stick
I
slice.
see that on your menu
Yes.
as well. Is it like Mary Kitchen corned beef hash?
No. Shame on you for suggesting that. No,
When
about
people
90.
but when people think of corned beef,
Yep.
a lot of people that's all they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I love a good can of corned beef hash, Mary Kitchen as well. But we don't do that. 90% of everything we do is homemade from scratch. So we use the hash browns that we shred by hand, the corned beef that I smoke lovingly, and some onions and a little seasoning, and that's it. But everybody just loves it.
Your menu, you've got something for everyone. Do you do specials?
We do occasionally, yes.
Your logo, I got to ask you about this because you use every type, style, and font and color available for this logo. What's the story on that?
Well, Tom here actually did a rough sketch of the Crows, and he showed it to me, and I loved it. And then he took it. And
We
ran with
tried
it.
5 different artists trying to get the right character down. And a friend of ours who also has ties to Napoleon, Lou Cabil, he's a local artist and muralist. He has artwork at the Napoleon High School and Elementary School. He said, "Well, how about me?" Well, of course, let's do this. And he created this. He created our road signs, and we loved it so much that we adopted the artwork that he did for the road signs, and that we digitized it, and it has created a life of its own.
Well, it stands out.
It
Yeah.
does.
And Lou Cabil he's a great artist. So obviously the name Crow's Nest is a play on your name.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming in, and watch for the Crow's Nest Cafe soon on an upcoming episode of Food Circus right here on JTV. So who's running the restaurant right now?
We're closed
We're
right
closed
now.
today.
now. It's Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday. All right. And tomorrow is the actual day of your 1-year anniversary. So what
Yes.
is there going to be a special?
Well, we actually do have a new menu that's coming out next week. I wanted to put it out this week, but we also have Faster Horses this weekend. And so there's a lot going on.
Yes. I wonder you'll be seeing business from Faster Horses and the race,
Yeah.
no doubt.
We did last year. It was we didn't know what to expect. We didn't advertise. We just opened up our doors before our grand opening, and somehow they found us.
Yep.
And boy, did they find us.
Oh, good. Well, congratulations on 1 year.
Thank
Happy
you.
anniversary.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in today.
Awesome.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you so
You
much.
bet. The chef and co-owner of Crow's Nest Cafe, Dave Crowe Gary, and co-owner Tom Crowe Gary. Up next.